God, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This will be taken short, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
Go, go, go.
X3. 218, chopper.
Shit. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Take four. Take four.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready, ready.
To throw on second down. Gordon. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check.
Head up.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. Well, how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Hey, Sam on. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Second and 10 at the Colts' 32-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Motion, 89.
General West.
Single. Single the slot. Show it up. Check nine.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 3rd down. Gordon. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Darius Leonard in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Here we go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
We got three.
Go to 54.
Undercut. Check Mike 99. You can't block me.
26.
Here's Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I'm coming after you. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here we go. 46.
Watch 36 to Mike.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Oh, twisting away. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Right there.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Topper!
Now a handoff looking right. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go out. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey. High 7. Ready.
From the gun, Gordon. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves. And
now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Raheem Mostert, 71 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This will be caught by Brown. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Colts first down.
Here we go. Let's go. We're going to 53. Let's go.
26. Mostert. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gordon got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Ready? 5-5. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing on 1st down. Gordon nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison busting through to get him for a loss of 6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Watch the whip. Switch. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
2nd and long. Man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Mostert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Throwing again. Gordon. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Looking to throw. Gordon. And that is incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. What? Here we're going to 53.
On first and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Set, set, set. Hey, watch it, watch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, look three.
Kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott to throw on fourth. He'll rifle this. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw on second down. Gordon. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. Towards the end zone for Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 39 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now they try the right side here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10.
And it brings up third down.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This a give to Mack running to the right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
Here we go. Line 53, Mike. Here we go. Go to 54, line 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the upmill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block
me.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Gordon. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. 20. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, running right is Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Check 43. Kill it, motion out. Check Mike,
now a handoff looking right. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Prescott. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Raheem Mostert with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be